Being an Australian who loves playing Crusader Kings 3 is a pretty tough gig, because unlike you lucky people who live on the Eurasian continent, there is nowhere I, as an Australian, can call home. That's what I used to think, before the All Under Heaven DLC came out, and they added a spot to the map that every single Australian can call home. The island of Bali. Welcome to Bali. After taking 10 minutes to decide what haircut my glorious white Australian would have, I gave him the last name Smith, and then gave him his first name, Tom, which just so happens to be the exact same name as the Bundaberg State Member of Parliament, Tom Smith. And even though they look nothing alike, the fact that they're from Bundaberg is really the target audience of who goes to Bali. Nah, that's a lie. It's just any Queenslander. And I made him a Queenslander by giving him a cane toad and the letters QLD in his dynasty icon. How cool. Tom Smith is brave, he's lustful, he's eccentric, and that sounds Queenslander enough to me. And when I looked at educations, I thought to myself, what would a Queenslander be? And it was anything but diplomatic.
Queenslander! I'm Mitch Maiden, and fucking welcome to Better Homes and Gardens.
I think Queenslanders crave violence. So I went ahead and gave him the best martial education that he could possibly get. Then I made him the Breton culture. I don't know why I chose Breton and not Anglo-Saxon, but it works out for the best. Then I made him the Aluk faith because the holy sites are nearby and I didn't want to be Hindu or Catholic. Anyway, now we're ready to play in Bali. Now that the Australians are in charge, you might be wondering what we're going to be doing. And at first I was thinking of developing Bali and making it the best place on earth. But then I realized that's completely un-Australian, as no Aussie politician would want to develop anything. So the next best plan was to give away all of our natural resources to billion-dollar mining companies, but that's also not doable in Crusader Kings 3. So I think I'll just make Australian Bali really big by murdering all the smaller islands around me. Tom Smith absolutely clobbered that island of natives. And after doing so, I very quickly realized that I needed piety, not gold, to form titles. So I had to go on the famous Australian pilgrimages to the Aluk holy sites in East Indonesia. Very Australian. And after forming the glorious Duchy of Australian Bali, I kept killing a lot of native people. Like, a lot of native people. So many people. I killed all of them. But it was worth it, because I formed the Kingdom of Australian Bali. Because why would I want to be a duchy, well, when I could be a kingdom? Which is why I slaughtered everyone. Now I have a cool crown and a lot of flags in my glorious throne room. Super worth it. After killing all those native blokes, I got quite a lot of prestige, which was awesome because now I could change my culture into my true form. The Bogan. Selecting the ethos for this one was actually pretty tough because communal, bellicose, stoic, bureaucratic, spiritual, ceremonious, and egalitarian are probably the 7 last adjectives I'd describe a Bogan as, but I selected bureaucratic just because of the lifestyle experience. I also got this pop-up to make a glorious temple, and even though I was pretty reluctant to do it at first, I then saw the amount of money I could make through tax, and I immediately funded it, just like a good Australian politician would. Here's what the glorious kingdom of Australian Bali looks like right now. It's about as underwhelming as Canberra. So we will look to get bigger, but I need to save up a lot of money so I can feudalize and make myself, the politician, more rich. But before I feudalized one of my holdings, I actually went ahead and got a holy order, so I have more men to slaughter native people with, because any country that reminds you of Canberra probably needs to change in some way. So we're gonna make ourselves bigger. We're gonna make the Empire of Australian Bali. I don't know what empire I'm gonna make, or whether I make my own. There's no real plan here, kind of similar to the Australian government. It's just based off of vibes. But all I know is that I'll have to start killing people again, like I've already done before. So let's get on with that. But I get to slaughter them. Okay. Awesome. Oh, and I forgot I'm a witch. I forgot that happened. Anyway, now Dave is a witch. Dave's my son. Say hello to Dave. This is what every single war would look like. So to save everyone's time, here's every single war at once. Wow, very cool. Anyway, here's what we look like. Say hello to the Australian Bali Bogan Empire. It's so good. You can read the name 4 separate times on 4 different islands. We also own Taiwan. Tom Smith died, unfortunately, and then Dave also died. Poor guy. Then his firstborn kid died. She got murdered. That was cool. And now I'm the hot can of 4X beer. I don't know at what point I gave up naming my kids, but obviously I got to the point where I just started naming them after beer. I think our borders are looking glorious, but there's one final holiday destination that Australians truly need to feel at home. We're going on a ski trip. Oh, nice. And after all that, now we even have a place to go skiing. How good. This might be the Australian dream. Because we can't own a house. That's dead. All I'm saying is my 3 neighbors are Tang, who have 21,000 men, Trevajaya, who have 14,000 men plus allies, and Japan, who also have 14,000 men. So, I could sit here for another 75 in-game years. Or I could do something that's better than role-playing as the Australian Bali Bogan Empire. I think this is the extent that we're going to see Australia reach in Crusader Kings 3. I hope you enjoyed watching me pretend like Australia exists in this game. It was so much fun. It was alright. It was actually kind of fun. This was a nice quick little game. Also, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I woke up and saw 1,000 subscribers and I got so excited. I'm so happy. Thanks for the support. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you continue to support me. I'd appreciate that. I love you. But like the video and comment your favorite Australian person. Mine is Tom Smith.